Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well today. Thanks so much for the support. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Please remember to hit that notification bell so that you're notified when we have uploaded a video. And also to remember to hit the like button. That is so important. It helps to promote the video on YouTube. Thank you so much. So we're going to get right into the video. This is my third video regarding food for the poor. So you can go and check out my previous videos. So we have now a retired grandma, an 86-year-old retired grandma, Monica Jackson, from Treadways District, and I believe it's in St. Catherine. So she received, on May 29, she received a 2-bedroom home. She still supports her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren, and they've been struggling to make ends meet, and of course face the burden of paying rent. In her advanced age, she's paying rent. Can you imagine? So Boom stepped in, of course, with the Love Initiative aims to provide homes for Jamaicans in need. Since 2020, Boom has sponsored a total of 30 houses. So this is wonderful. 30 houses through Food for the Poor, making a significant impact on the lives of individuals and families across Jamaica. This is amazing. So Miss Jackson, she said she's so overwhelmed with gratitude for this home, and she needed one for a very long time, and even gave up hope about getting a home of her own. The house that she was in before was in very bad condition. So she was excited when she got the call from Food for the Poor to say that, she is getting a house, because that the waiting list is very long. I heard one lady said she waited up to 5 years. So when you put in your application, just remember there is a long line ahead of you. I think it's about 3 to 5 years to get a call from Food for the Poor. Very happy that she got this home for her and her grandkids, right? Such a beautiful family. Thanking the hardworking staff at Food for the Poor in assisting her to get this home, to make this dream possible, right? So we have the group marketing manager for Wisinco, Karen Rosen, saying, at Boom, we believe that giving back is an integral part of her brand's purpose. They are giving back to the community. It's good to see the community rallying around people that are in need. And there is a lot of people that are in need. There's so many that are in need right now. They don't have a proper roof over their head, and the hurricane season is bearing down upon us. Right? If you don't have a sound structure, a proper home, then 9 times out of 10, you would have to leave your home and go seek shelter elsewhere during a hurricane or a storm. So we're happy that she received a home. Food for the Poor represents a beacon of hope for countless Jamaicans facing housing challenges. So you know how it is. Right now, they have upgraded the package. So you're getting a bigger home. You're getting a little bit more amenities. I believe you get a solar panel. You get the water tank. And also, sometimes, depending on the person who's sponsoring the home, you will get some appliances that you don't have, like a stove, or most important thing would be a stove or a fridge. So if the person doesn't have that, then sometimes they do give that. But they've fortified and upgraded the homes a little bit stronger now, the doors and all of that, and the windows. So there have been some changes there. And if you'd like to sponsor a home, go to Food for the Poor website. All the information is there. Instagram, they're on Facebook. The information is laid out there. There's an email address. You can look at my previous video for the email address. Contact them on Facebook. There's so many different ways that you're able to get in touch with Food for the Poor. And I believe approximately, I'm doing it from memory, it's $5,000 US. You'll be doing a wonderful act, an act of kindness towards someone who really needs a home. Just to recap, Food for the Poor is a charitable organization which provides food, housing, education. They fill other needs as well, not just the food, housing, education, right? for the less fortunate. Very heartwarming to know that Boom stepped up to the plate and helped Miss Jackson, right, and her grandkids. Because you do know that in Jamaica, a lot of grandparents, they're helping out or they're taking care of their grandkids, an extended family situation, right? Goes to Miss Jackson at her age needs to get help, and at the same time she is taking care of her grandchildren. That says something about her character, right? The compassion and the kindness of the community at large, right? Boom and others that stepped in to make that difference. So they came together with Food for the Poor for a shared purpose to provide her with a safe and comfortable place to call home. And that's just amazing, right? So she's had her own issues in finding a home, right? And you all know how difficult it is to get your own home in Jamaica. And we need to see more homes being handed over to Jamaicans who are less fortunate from the government. Like a lot, you would not know the amount. There's some areas that 70% of the population is not living in a comfortable space or a safe space, right? If there's a hurricane or a thunderstorm, they have to seek shelter elsewhere because there's a lot of the population, they're just living from hand to mouth. They're not able to buy a home or build a home. They rely on a lot of volunteers. So if you don't have the cash, you can, of course, give in kind by volunteering in that organization. Just call them up and let them know. A generous donation, right? A beautiful home constructed for Miss Jackson and her grandchildren. A nice 2-bedroom living room, and it comes with a little porch as well. So kitchen, bathroom, all of that course is under the same roof. They didn't show you where she was living before, but I'm sure it was not comfortable. Right? House, which they will of course turn into a home, because you know there's a house and then there's a home. A home is filled with love and memories and all of that, right? Your safe space. So a home is not just a structure. It is a symbol of love and support. A place where memories can be made and cherished. And I'm sure with her grandkids around her, they'll be making a lot of memories. Nice to see that she's surrounded by her grandkids, right? She's not in a lonely, isolated situation. So I'm sure she's overwhelmed with the gratitude of kindness and everything that is bestowed upon her and her grandkids at this point, when a lot of people are living without and being ignored and scrambling to get by. That's why we're always in support of the people at the lower end of the scale, right? Because those are the people who suffer the most. Because many times they're not able to help themselves the way they want to financially. It's a blessing beyond words for the entire family, not just Miss Jackson, right? They have a place where they can finally call their own. A start and a new beginning in the society is to make sure that the people who don't have that financial strength, the country's resources and revenues must be shared equally. Country's resources must not go to one particular group, a particular percentage of the population. It is unjust, it is unfair, because so many people are suffering. Many people cannot eat properly, have a good night dinner. Who have millions and millions of dollars, why are you giving them more millions on top of what they have, instead of reaching out to those who don't have at this time? I saw a picture of a kid going up. I don't know how they do it. School kids, perilously. It's a perilous situation. They're crossing on a plank. It looks like someone put a plank across to cross over a river. The things that we need in the country. We need better hospitals, better schools. Go into a classroom, many of the classrooms look like 1960, 1970. They need to be brought into the 21st century with smart boards, right? With computers and equipment and everything that they would need to progress as modern day students. Need so much. So a lot of them don't have a sick bay. They don't have a sick bay, and many of them don't have a guidance counselor or only have one guidance counselor. These are the things that we should focus on to elevate the lives of citizens, especially those that are on the lower end of the scale or at the middle of the scale. They need that help. They need the assistance. I don't see where it makes sense to be layering more millions on people who are already millionaires. How does that make sense? If there is social injustice, you will not get the support of the masses. And the support of the masses is very, very important, right? If you're not getting that, then you're done. You're basically done. You're just taking up space, and people are not listening anymore, and they're just biding their time. So we'll get back to the home now, right? So Miss Jackson and her brand new home for Food for the Poor. Big up to Food for the Poor and to Boom as well. You've done a fantastic job in providing homes for those who are less fortunate, right? They have no one to turn to, and in their dire needs, they can only look at the rich and just wish. Many people who are MPs and cabinet ministers or in parliament, they were once poor, so they should be looking out for the poor. For the poor, they're rebuilding lives, and a lot of, as I mentioned, companies from the community as well. They are supporting Food for the Poor, and they're creating a brighter future. Look at these kids, right? Can you imagine the difference of where they were living and what they're moving into now? It's a brand new future for them. This is their confidence level, right? And they are now like energized to go out there and achieve, serve to brighten their future. Her with ongoing support and any assistance that she may need, right? So that we can come together to support those in need. And that is an awesome act. Thank you for joining me today on this video and being part of this heartwarming journey. Don't forget to spread kindness and compassion and think about others wherever you go. Take care of yourself and others. Bye for now. See you on the next video.